Hello. This is my new series to tide us over. It's part of a couple of games that I want to play before I finally get around to tackling Gran Turismo 3 again. Um, Probably kind of disappointing to some people that my lame voice followed that pretty neato burrito intro, but that's just the way that it is. I already have a profile in this game. I was playing a little bit over the weekend, just figuring it out, and I think I've got a strat for attacking it because the single player of this game isn't. It's not very. It's not what I'd call linear, I suppose. It's a little bit jiggery pokery, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit, kind of everywhere. Um, I should have quoted the lyrics to some song there that I know, but now they've escaped me. Ow, man. Oh, I could have done lowercase. Let's do lowercase. Ow. My new nickname on his channel is Owlman. I haven't changed the name of the channel yet, but I might at some point, unless I think of something better than Owlman. To be honest, I probably will think of something that's a bit better than Owlman, but whatever. Go for London, because I am English. License plate text, we'll go for, let's just have Owlman again. Owlman, sorry, it's supposed to be pronounced Owlman. I'm very particular about these things. Right, PGR. Should be a pretty short game. It's a sequel to Metropolis Street Racer on the Dreamcast. I don't have a Dreamcast. It's prequel to the rest of the PGR games, which I have, which in turn are a prequel to Blur, which I have, which in turn are a prequel to Bizarre Creations getting shut down. So, it's a happy tale, the one of PGR. It's a good game series though. Straight up good game. I don't have to worry about my my memory card space on my Xbox, unlike my PlayStation. So I can create as many save profiles as I want. If I had to play this game on PS2, I'd probably have had to delete the profile that I made over the weekend. Right, now I think my strat for this game is going to be unlocking the Ford Focus, going through the quick races, and then going through the arcade race, and then seeing what I can do with the arcade races before I try the Kudos challenge and stuff. So let me see if I actually have the... Do I have the Focus? What do I have to do to unlock the Focus? Beat this car in Kudos challenge level 3, race 6. So we've got a fair old bit of the old Kudos challenge to be doing before I get around to unlocking some pretty neato burrito cars. I've said neato burrito twice now, I need to stop. So this game has a pretty good car list. I mean, the car list is short, but there's some decent stuff on there. There's some nice shit boxes at the bottom, as you can see, with the Mini. And then we all know, cover car of this game, Ferrari F50 up at the top. There's also, if you go through the paint schemes, are they on the Mini? Yeah. There are a couple of special paint schemes, like the Mini has one with a Union Jack on the roof. And I know that the Focus has one that makes it look like a rally car. Where is there one? Yeah. There's just some locked stuff. Not on the MR2, I guess, but on the Mini there is. And I don't know how to unlock those, and I'll probably never know unless I look it up. I should probably look it up if I really cared. Maybe I'll do that for the next episode. Or maybe someone can tell me. One thing I don't like about this game is that it's one of those games where there's not just a set target. I mean, there is a set target. I have to get 1,000 Kudos to get the gold medal, but I don't think a Mini is going to be able to get that. You have to adjust individually for each race what difficulty you want, and that I don't really like that. I prefer it if there was just a target to beat, I guess. Although then it would turn into like Gran Turismo license challenges, and I'm not sure I'd be a fan of that either. I think I've forgotten to turn the music off. That could be maybe an issue, because I know on the back of this game it says that, I think it says something about the latest DJ spinning the sickest beats. Yeah, real DJs spinning the latest beats. So I don't know if those DJs are going to come after me with some kind of claims or anything. I'll just have to hope that they don't. I'm going to drive from this view. Now you might have noticed, and I mean I've been rambling to try and introduce a game, so you know this hasn't quite come up yet, but you may have noticed this is only in, I think it will be in 480p. I would have liked to do it in HD, don't get me wrong. I like HD a lot. Unfortunately, I think it was PAL Xboxes were neutered by Microsoft, so that they can only achieve, you know, standard definition rather than, I think American ones can do 720p or something like that. And I could have played this game on the 360 because it is backwards compatible, but apparently, according to Wikipedia, it suffers from slowdown quite badly if you play it on a 360 for too long, and I'd rather watch a 480p video than one that has really bad slowdown. So that's what's up with that. When I can, you know, on this channel I plan to play a lot of games, mostly older games, some newer games. If I could play a game in better quality, I'll see if what I can do about playing it in better quality, but until then, this is where we're at. We're going old school with the original PGR, which is one that I'm actually not too big of a fan of, but I reckon I can get it done. I mean, it's not too long. Could be pretty difficult, and I'm not going to be too concerned about golding every single challenge like this, where it's like a time trial kind of thing. And I know there are ones where you have to drive between cones to get a certain amount of points, and I'm not going to be too... I know I can do this in less than 28 seconds now, so I might as well go again. I know I just said that I wasn't too concerned about dealing with getting gold on everything, but I think that I could do it. Yeah, great, now I lost my train of thought talking about the gold stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to be too worried about getting gold and everything, but I am going to win every, like, heads-up race, you know? Like, all the actual proper races, I'm definitely going to get stressed out about winning those. But, you know, when it's a challenge and I have to gain a certain amount of kudos, I don't really care too much what medal I get on that kind of challenge, as long as I pass it. Is the general what I'm going for here. It's just occurred to me that both original Xbox games that I'm having Let's Plays of going right now, actually, well, first of all, probably shouldn't have said actually in such a weird way and sounded quite like that, but also I shouldn't count my eggs before I hatch either, because some stuff has come up and I might not be able to record as much as I'd quite like. And normally I'd call a YouTuber a pussy if he started saying stuff like that, so you know, I'm gonna call myself a pussy here as well. But you know, I'm just gonna see how it works out. If I can, I'll record when I can, as I always do. But if it comes up to a situation where I can't, then you know, I can't. There's not much I can do about that. Don't. Yeah, I could have got even more kudos for this, but I don't want to. Part of the reason I don't want to go for gold on these challenges and stuff is that I don't really want to go for the just doing the same stuff over and over again. That's not really my style. You know, I'd rather do a different race, even if it was the same tracks and the same cars. So, oh man, still got silver for that. I was only 7 kudos off the gold though, so I could have easily got it. Maybe I'll come back at some point, once I have some better cars or something. Style challenge, ugh. Target 200 kudos. Let's go for something that's rear-wheel drive. Maybe I can drift a little bit. The MR2, I'm going to avoid using, because it's not a real MR2, in my opinion. This one's the, I can't remember the chassis code, but I think there's a Z in there somewhere, and I'm pretty sure there's a 30 in there somewhere. But I only like the SW20 and the, now I've forgotten the chassis code of the 80s one as well, but We all know the ones I'm talking about. This one I don't like, and it's because of Gran Turismo 3. In the episode of Gran Turismo 3, I explained that, but I doubt anyone here will have watched my Let's Play of Gran Turismo 3. So basically, the quick rundown is, if I can make it, let's make the target a silver, and then, oh wait, I need a little bit more for the silver. Yeah, let's make it a silver, and then if I can end up going over and getting gold, then I'll be happy with that. The quick rundown is that pretty much every time I play GT3, I attack the, I think it's not the Sunday Cup, it's one of the ones after. It might be like the old, the FR challenge, maybe, in the Amateur League. But I usually have an 8-6 when I do that, because, you know, there's not a lot better you can get to start out the game at that point. Oh shit, I missed a cone gate. So, you know, I take what I can get, and there's, in that challenge, usually you get, god damn it, I missed one, another one. I'm not going to get this. I should have just left the target how it was. Yeah, so you usually have a shitbox to start out the game in GT3, and the MR2 the AI has for those races is not far above being a entry-level shitbox, but it's still above being an entry-level shitbox, which means, you know, unless you're an absolute madman, it could easily walk you, especially if you're in a near-stock 8.6, which, you know, without a whole bunch of turns for the AI to contend with, you're not going to do well. And Rome Circuit, god damn it, Rome Circuit specifically is pretty flat out. So, you know, you can have some trouble. And since the trouble was with an MR2 of that generation instead of any other kind of car, that's why I don't like it. And that's all it comes down to. If it had been a different car in the exact same place as that MR2, then I probably wouldn't like that car either. It's a childhood trauma? It's a childhood trauma type thing, if you see what I'm getting at here. Is the reason that I don't like that MR2, so I'll probably avoid driving it, if possible. Just purely to please my own autism. And what I've done there is completely failed that challenge. So I'll lower the difficulty, try again. Yeah, this is why I hate having to do the adjustable difficulty stuff, is because you don't know what you're going to be able to handle. And then you're just going to end up having to do it over and over again. And it's, god, I don't like it. Wish they could just settle on a target. I mean, I know they have the kudos chart targets at the top, but you also have to set your own,